The San Francisco Giants get an absolutely phenomenal comeback victory, 6-5 over the division rivals San Diego Padres, guys. And this was a phenomenal game. Tyler Beede got the start for the Giants, and Beede looked very much like the guy that we have seen show very excellent command of his stuff, guys. And one of the issues about Tyler Beede has been, the command and not being able to, consistently locate with the fastball. And because of it, he's allowed a lot of walks when he has pitched this year. But he has shown flashes of brilliance, and that is what he showed in tonight's game, guys. It was phenomenal. Through the first 4 innings, Beede had 7 strikeouts, and a lot of those strikeouts, guys, came on a lot of swing and miss stuff. And Beede showed a lot of confidence with his off-speed pitches. The changeup looked good, and the curveball. And he was using those pitches, to get ahead in counts early. And, so pitching major league hitters the way, that you should pitch them, which is throw them something off-speed, first pitch, because a lot of times major league hitters will be sitting fastball on a first pitch. And, so most likely they're not going to be looking for, a big breaking curveball or a changeup for a strike. And the thing about that is that you can even throw, the pitch doesn't have to be to a corner because, again, if the hitter is most likely not looking for it, you can get it over for a strike. But then there are those few rare times where hitters will guess, and if they guess correctly, usually they're going to hit the ball a pretty long ways. But yeah, Beede, it was just phenomenal, guys, seeing him elevate his confidence level. And the game got off to a very early start because on the first pitch, he tried to get ahead of Fernando Tatis Jr. with the fastball, and Tatis proceeded to hit that ball way out of the ballpark and to give the Padres a early 1-0 lead. And that happened to be, guys, the 26th home run from the opposition this year that the Giants have faced in the first inning. So again, like we have been saying all season, the first inning has been a very difficult inning for the Giants. And, so honestly, we just can't let it get in our heads, and we really just have to move forward past it. So, guys, absolutely amazing. After the home run in the first inning, Tyler Beede proceeded to retire 12 of 14 Padres batters. So, absolutely was phenomenal, guys. And one of the big things, guys, with Tyler Beede is that among some of the struggles that we've seen this year has been basically Beede gets himself in trouble when he goes from the windup to the stretch when he gets a runner on base. And what I think kind of potentially happens to him is that he has a tendency to kind of want to see how things are going to play out. So you'll see his speed start to pick up, like his pace of pitching. And, that unfortunately, I think kind of feeds into the momentum and the rhythm of the hitter. And so, what you've seen is a lot of innings just kind of break out on Beede. And so in today's game, what we saw, guys, is we saw Beede basically really managing his emotions and, the rhythm of the game and, the time between pitches. And, so you saw a lot of throwovers. You saw at times he was freezing the hitter and, so the umpire called timeout. And so I definitely like what we saw from Beede because, you definitely got to slow things down. And, I think it definitely worked well in his favor. But in the 5th inning, guys, that was when it got pretty difficult for Tyler Beede as, I'm sure he was mad at himself because he walked the leadoff hitter with a 2-run lead in that 5th inning. But before we get to the 5th inning, guys, wanted to get right into how the Giants took the lead 3-1, guys. It was the bottom of the 4th inning. And so that rally started with Pablo Sandoval, guys, with a nice big base hit up the middle. And then right after Sandoval, guys, Stephen Vogt comes up and has a nice quality at bat, gets a double down the right field line. And when the ball is going down the right field line, Hunter Renfroe, who has a very strong arm, his velocity was clocked at 95 miles per hour. And so he, in very quick, steps, he's able to get the ball playing the outfield. He throws it right into second, and I mean, an absolute perfect throw. Gets Stephen Vogt, unfortunately. And so at that point, Sandoval's at third with one out. And the Giants, I believe it was the third inning, but there was a couple instances in tonight's game. One at back was Mike Yastrzemski, and I believe another was Brandon Crawford. But the Giants, their inability at times of failing to get the runner in from third, less than 2 outs. And that's a very frustrating thing for the Giants because, over the weekend against the Dodgers, guys, we very much struggled with runners in scoring position. The Giants were 2 for 24 over the weekend against the Dodgers with runners in scoring position. So what you saw, guys, is you saw a lot of rallies being set, a lot of, hitters setting the table for the guys following them, and then unfortunately, Giants hitters just not being able to get that clutch at bat with runners in scoring position. And even early in the game, guys, it was interesting because I think it was the second or third inning, but Joe Panic, guys, got a base hit with the runner in scoring position with 1 out. And the runner, because it was hit so hard, the Giants couldn't score on the play. And so that was left up to the next batter, which I believe was Mike Yastrzemski, and he unfortunately popped out. And so that was the at-bat, less than 2 outs, that, we were unable to score. But then, guys, with 2 outs, okay, Tyler Austin in a clutch at-bat against a very tough pitcher the Padres sent up today against the Giants, guys. Chris Paddock, he dealt phenomenal today, has had a solid season, but the Giants were able to touch him up, guys, in this 4th inning. So Tyler Austin works a very clutch at-bat against him. And keep in mind, he's popping like 96, 97 mile-an-hour fastballs at Tyler Austin. Tyler Austin on a full count pitch, guys, and he works the count from 0-2 to a full count 3-2 pitch, drives the ball into left field, guys, and the Giants tie the game. And now here comes Steven Duggar, guys. Dougie Fresh comes up, and on a changeup. Now, Chris Paddock, guys, he tries to throw him a changeup. Steven Duggar, to start the at-bat off, kind of essentially. And Paddock thinks that he has Duggar fooled on this changeup. So later in the at-bat, guys, Paddock goes to this elusive changeup. Duggar is looking for it. He's ready for it. He bangs this thing, guys, and on a hot day at Oracle Park, I think the temperature was 85 degrees in this one. Steven Duggar drives the ball, guys, over the right field, kind of right center field, big wall out there, 24 feet, Willie Mays wall, you guys know, but kind of right center. Not sure how tall the wall, kind of going out towards there. But anyways, Duggar gets the home run to give the Giants a 3-1 lead. And so that's where we go to the 5th inning, guys, as Tyler Beede walks the leadoff hitter, Will Myers. And then the pitcher, Chris Paddock, gets his first major league hit, guys, infield single. And, so now damage is kind of starting to come. And Pablo Sandoval, guys, comes up with a clutch, a absolutely clutch defensive play to help Tyler Beede in that inning. And Manny Machado comes up. Before Machado, guys, Fernando Tatis Jr., he continues to be a thorn in Beede's side as Tatis hits this ball right up the middle, and Joe Panic makes a nice dive to get it, tries to flip it to Crawford, but, he's pretty far from the bag. And even if Panic tries to do anything else with the ball, there probably wasn't a whole lot that could have been done on the play. But nevertheless, guys, big stop from Panic there. And a run scores on the play, and that makes the game 3-2 at that point. And so Machado Beede winds up pitching to Machado, and it's a very heated at-bat. 12 pitches or so in the at-bat, guys. And Vogt, couple times in the at-bat, he tried to call a high fastball, and Tyler Beede, unfortunately, was unable to throw the high fastball. In one instance, he reached back, guys, for higher velocity, and the ball was thrown on the outside corner. And then later, on another high fastball target, it wound up being, he threw the fastball, and it hit the outside corner, but was probably, middle of the plate. So, it could have basically a potentially hittable pitch. with 2 strikes when you're trying to defend. But thankfully, Machado did not put the ball in play. But then eventually Beede wound up walking him, and due to him laboring in that 5th inning, guys, getting the pitch count up almost over 100 pitches in that 5th inning, Bruce Bochy elects to go to the bullpen to get Trevor Gott, who was warming up. And I know this was a tough move for Bruce Bochy because Beede still in search of his first major league win. And obviously coming into the inning with a 2-run lead, you hate to walk the leadoff hitter. And unfortunately, usually when you walk the leadoff hitter, bad things happen. And, that is what eventually happened. When Trevor Gott, guys, came into the game, just very unfortunate. Eric Hosmer hits the ball, and it goes, if Gott essentially just lets the ball go, I mean, this ball is going to go to Brandon Crawford most likely. The Giants are probably going to be able to turn a double play, maybe get out of the inning, keep the game a lead at 3-2. But Gott, guys, he goes for the ball, caroms off his glove, starts caroming towards third base. Gott goes to try to make a throw. The ball goes offline, and I believe it was Tatis Jr. coming around third base. He tries to go home, and the Giants are unable to get him out at home. And then they go to third base. The runner is safe there, and so now here the Padres have taken a lead, and now Beede is potentially in line for the loss, as the game is now 4-3, and so obviously you can see a distraught Beede on the bench, and so this is where you're really hoping that the Giants can come back and avenge this game and not let Beede take a loss in a game that he pitched so well. The strikeout stuff was there, and like I said, the confidence from Beede that he displayed, it was phenomenal to see, guys, just amazing. And now, guys, as we go to the bottom of the 7th inning, okay, Brandon Belt does what Brandon Belt does so well, as he works the leadoff walk, and then up comes Joe Panic, guys, and Panic had a phenomenal game today, guys. He was setting the table for the Giants. He continues to have a phenomenal season. He gets a nice base hit, and Belt is able to move on over to third. And now, so here the Giants have runners at the corners with 1 out. And oh man, guys, Evan Longoria, he steps up and he hits a 2-run go-ahead double, guys, to left field. And oh my goodness, guys, we are going insane as the Giants take a 5-4 lead at that instance in the game. Huge credit to Longoria, guys. Longoria, he's just been amazing. Been on an absolute tear, hitting .379 in his last 8 games with a home run, 5 RBIs, guys, and 3 multi-hit games for Evan Longoria. So he came up with the money hit today, guys. He went 2 for 4, had 2 hits in the day, and is now hitting, guys, .234 on the season. So the average, we have started to see it steadily climb for Evan Longoria, but huge at bat there with 1 out, and Longoria ends up getting to third on the play. Up comes Pablo Sandoval, and Sandoval in a 2-0 pitch, guys, makes a nice contact on a pitch, a nice strike thrown, and gets the sacrifice fly deep enough to score the run. And so the Giants, that proved to be the game-winning run, because in the 8th inning, guys, Tony Watson was pitching, and he surrendered a home run to Ian Kinsler. It was Kinsler's 8th home run of the season, and so that made it a 1-run ball game, guys. And also Mark Melancon, he pitched to the top of the 7th inning, had a nice effective inning, with 2 strikeouts, guys. Melancon lowering his ERA to 3.29 on the season. And Tony Watson, after the outing, 1 inning today, guys, allowing the 1 earned run. Watson has an ERA of 2.81. And so here we go, guys, to the 9th inning, and we bring in the closer, the man of the hour, Will Smith, Will Smitty, and he nails it down, guys. I mean, the intensity that we have seen from Will Smith this year, just absolutely phenomenal. He nails down his 15th save, and 15 of 15, guys, knock on wood, save opportunities for Will Smith. And he strikes out, guys, 2 Padres in that inning, and lowers his ERA to 2.10 on the season. And man, the Giants get a huge 6-5 win in a game that Beede pitched very effectively. And the stat sheet on Beede, guys, is going to say otherwise. It doesn't say how well he really actually pitched. But 4 2/3 innings pitched for Beede. The 5 hits allowed, guys. 4 earned runs he got charged with. 2 walks, 7 strikeouts, and the 1 home run allowed to Fernando Tatis Jr. But all around, guys, a phenomenal game for the Giants. Huge resiliency to come back. The defense stepped it up big time in this game, guys. And also to go over one last stat, Chris Paddock in the game, guys. He went 5 innings for the Padres. And he gave up 6 hits, and the Giants got him for 3 earned runs, guys, 1 walk, 6 strikeouts, and he gave up 1 home run, and his ERA goes to 3.15 on the year. So, guys, as we look ahead to the future, to the San Francisco Giants' next game in the short 2-game series against the Padres, guys, the Giants are going to be sending rookie Shaun Anderson to the hill. Anderson is 1-1 with a 4.18 ERA on the year with 16 strikeouts. Anderson, guys, his last outing last Thursday against the New York Mets. It was an impressive performance, a quality start. He gave up 3 earned runs over 6 innings, and that proved to be Shaun Anderson's second quality start in a row. So Anderson has been having an impressive rookie season just far, and I look forward to seeing what he can do against a National League West division rival, guys. Now, the Giants will have their work cut out for them as they will be up against the likes of Joey Lucchesi, who is 5-3 with a 4.21 ERA and 67 strikeouts to go with that on the season, guys. So, guys, I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you did, be sure to smash that like button and comment down below, guys. I would love to hear your opinion and your perspective on all things San Francisco Giants. How are you guys feeling after the comeback victory tonight? And what did you like out of Tyler Beede's performance? The stuff was there. It was crisp. The strikeout stuff was amazing. And also, guys, would love to get your opinion on what do you think is going to happen with Madison Bumgarner. I read a report today that had came out that said that the Giants basically have said that they will keep Bumgarner most likely because the value that, that teams have offered to them has not been what the Giants really want in terms of departing with a guy like Madison Bumgarner. So hopefully, guys, this will work out all in our favor and that Madison Bumgarner will be able to stay with the Giants, and that is what I ideally want to see happen. But again, we don't know what's going to happen. But as we get closer to the July 31st trade deadline, it is going to be interesting to see how it all plays out. So, guys, until next time, I will see you again. Thank you guys so much for watching. I very much appreciate it, and I love all the feedback from you guys. I love talking baseball with you. Love talking sports. Till next time, I'll see you again. Thank you for watching, and have a great day.